Hello guys, it's MrGrauman here. Today I'm going to show you if solo Wintertodt is viable on a main or is it not. So I am 89 HP on my main and we're going to see if it is too much HP or not. So first let's go over what soloing Wintertodt really means. So this is a complete solo Wintertodt run done by me. So first you light all the braziers and you should use the agility shortcut. It requires 60 agility, so that's kind of a requirement for solo Wintertodt. And after lighting the 4 braziers, then you're going to make the healing potions. If you're doing this like me and you have like monkfish, then you should make as many potions as you can fit in your inventory, because later on you will need to make a lot more. And you can make the potion by getting the herbs on the east or west side. East side is the most convenient because that's where you end lighting all the 4 braziers. And after you have the herbs, you should get the vials from the starting point and then mix them together. And you have the healing potions. And for this method you need a knife, hammer and a tinderbox in your inventory. And I highly recommend you to have 1 stamina potion for the beginning and for the end. But if you're high agility you might be okay without, but it's more convenient that way. So after you have made a few potions and you have all the braziers lit, you can fletch some logs and burn them. And as soon as you see 1 brazier not lit, go light it. And do this until you are under 20% Wintertodt energy. And after this you will be just doing the regular method on just 1 brazier. And usually I try to keep the energy between 10 and 15. Because if you do it as efficient as you can, then you will end up killing the Wintertodt. Because if you just burn the logs, you will end up killing the Wintertodt. So in this method you really need to fletch, because otherwise you will kill the Wintertodt and your run will end too quickly. So the point of solo Wintertodt is because when Wintertodt is at low energy, you will get hit a lot less frequently. So you can stay in Wintertodt a really long time, and while taking advantage of this, you can get more rewards than the normal method, and also you get all the construction XP for fixing the braziers. So at least for Iron Man it's the best thing to do, because construction on an Iron Man can be a little bit painful. So the maximum amount of points is 13,000. And if you go over that, you will not gain any more rewards. So your goal is at the end to have 13,000 points. Maybe even a little bit less if you don't want to waste the points. Like in this run I'm getting 12.5k points, so I get 26 rewards in this one run. And the maximum is 27. But now that we have that covered, we can go to the results. So for this data I did 1 solo run with vines, 1 solo run with monkfish, and then I did 1 hour of regular Wintertodt with fletching. So the solo vine run took me only around 30 minutes because I ran out of vines, and the total amount of points was 8,000, which means I got 17 rewards. Or like some people say, 17 rolls on the drop table. So that averages 32 rewards an hour. Doing solo run with monkfish took me around 50 minutes. And I got 12.5k points, which means 26 rewards in one run, which is also 32 rewards per hour. And I did 1 hour of regular Wintertodt with fletching. I got 29 rewards in an hour, because when you reach to 500 points you get 2 rolls, and if you got 750 then you get 2.5 rolls, meaning you have 50% chance to get an extra roll. And if you get 1000 points, you get 3 rolls. So the reward was actually almost the same as doing solo, so we shouldn't really care about that one. So let's go to the XP. So the XP from solo Wintertodt with wine and monkfish, it was almost the same. There's a little bit variation, but it is probably just because Wintertodt is quite random on how the braziers break and stuff like that. So I did like an average of the 2 runs. And the average was 195k farm making XP an hour. And my farm making level was 78 to 80 while doing this video, so the XP rates are based on that. Fletching was 91 and construction at 55 and woodcutting at 59. So the fletching was 18,000 XP an hour, construction 10k XP an hour, and woodcutting 6k XP an hour. And for the regular method, the farm making XP was 216k XP an hour, which is around 10% more XP. Fletching was 19k XP an hour, which is also like 5 to 10% more. Construction was only 3.3k XP an hour, which is 3 times less XP than solo Wintertodt. So you can see that solo Wintertodt is a lot better if you want construction XP, like usually Iron Men want. And the woodcutting XP was 6.8k, which is also around 10% more XP. So in conclusion, the only difference really is the construction XP. And I calculated at today's oak plank prices that will be around 50k GP an hour saved on a regular account. So it's not really worth it for a regular one. But I think it's a very good thing to consider on an Ironman, and also the XP will scale if you have higher construction, so you will save a lot more time and money. But for regular accounts, I really recommend you to do the regular method and probably don't fletch, because why fletch? Fletching on a regular run probably makes you probably maybe 50k an hour more GP than not fletching, and it reduces the fire making XP you get. So I think you shouldn't fletch, and I think there are videos on YouTube that show you that you shouldn't fletch. So don't fletch. And if you want to try solo Wintertodt, go ahead. I don't forbid you, but there's kind of no gain for regular accounts. If you're Iron Man, go for it. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and please leave a like if you liked it. Also, feel free to subscribe for future videos. Thank you, and as always, have a great day. MrGrauman out.